I actually wanted to make this video because I feel like this country is going through some major turmoil. And to be honest, it's got me thinking, there's really only three kinds of people. You have people who shine light from within. You have people who reflect the light of others to make them even brighter. And then you have people who try to snuff out the light. I prefer to be a mirror. I like to empower people and make them feel adequate and make them feel that their voices are relevant and that their thoughts are relevant. So I'm making this video so anyone who feels oppressed, I'm with you. Anyone who feels like their voice is not heard, I'm with you. It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter what God you worship. It doesn't matter what you believe in, what your political preferences are. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. It doesn't matter your sexual preference. Nothing of that is of importance to me. I feel everybody equally should be heard, no matter what. And until we can strip away the differences and see people for the human beings they truly are, we will continue to have a divided country instead of a united country. We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, for which the flag stands. It's a symbol. It's a symbol of unity. Or at least it should be. Sometimes it's viewed not so much because this country is not as unified as I think most of us could probably agree with. So instead of passing quick judgment just because someone's skin color is different or their religious preference is different or their sexual preference is different, all that does is validates one person's feeling of superiority or relevance over the relevance of another person. That undermines that other individual's voice and way of thinking. That makes no sense to me. Everybody's voice and everybody's opinions are absolutely valid, no matter how crazy you might feel that they are. We have a right to say what we want in this country. We have a right to express ourselves, but we are not to exercise that right in order to oppress or suppress the rights of others in the process. You cannot hinder another person's right by justifying your own right. I really feel that we need to just stand up and unify. No more division, no more calling this dude Asian, or this dude black, or this dude Hispanic, or this dude white, or this dude's a cop, or this lady's a cop. We're all human beings. It doesn't matter what uniform or article of clothing we choose to put on for whatever reason. We're all humans. All of our voices should be heard and counted as 100% relevant. We should all be taking into consideration the feelings and understandings and experiences of other people. One of the things this country lacks is empathy. We cannot, or at least we have a hard time truly understanding me as a white guy. I have a hard time understanding what it is. It's not that I have a hard time understanding. It's impossible for me to truly understand what it is to be an African American in today's society, or even in the society of the 1950s and 60s. I think the problem is the lack of understanding and empathy for how our words and actions might affect others. Does it not matter that they themselves are just as human as we are? I don't feel that it should. And honestly, until we can seriously just strip away all of the differences everybody has, no matter what, this country will continue to divide, and this country will not be united ever. And will continuously and and will continuously divide, and we will perpetuate the social issues that we have in regards to race, sexual preference, religious preference, political ideology. It's just, I'm really getting tired of the divisive behavior, and I really feel that people just need to band together. Most of the issues come from lack of education or lack of experience, or trying to shelter your children as to the realities of the world and how it operates. They recently just released studies that actually show that prejudicial concepts can often be subconscious, which basically means no matter what, until our attention is brought to the fact that prejudice is a human basic characteristic. We look for things that are different, but the thing that makes us different from the rest of the creatures on the planet is we have the ability to reason, and we have the ability to think for ourselves. So why not just rationalize? Why not listen to the complaints and thoughts and feelings of others and use that as our own experience and try to understand what it's like to be them, no matter who they are or how they feel? You don't even have to agree. Just because you understand where a person is coming from does not insinuate that you have a lack of faith or a lesser knowledge or lesser foundation of how it is that you feel. That simply means that you acknowledge that there could be a difference of opinion. You respect the difference of opinion without it affecting your own personal resolve. I don't really understand the problem that people have with this concept. I just really don't. And it's starting to really, really affect my resolve. And I really don't like it. And that's me personally. And it's okay if you don't agree. I'm okay with you not agreeing. You're allowed to disagree. In fact, that's a basic human concept. We're not always going to agree on everything. But what we can agree on is that we're all human. We all have a tendency to make mistakes. We all have the ability to make a choice to change for the better in light of those mistakes. That's called wisdom, not repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. That's pretty much it. Thank you.